You see, it's amazing how my name covers the whole bottle. I didn't know my name was that long. Actually, the content inside the bottle actually reminded me of some story that happened a few years back when I was still in university. When I was small, or shall I say when I was a little fat, I was a very religious boy. Okay? Because my grandmother used to feed me with religious books, not with food. And by the age of 6, I remembered all the God's name. I could tell my friends the stories about that God, this God. Religious guy, I mean. I went to the temple every day, smiled to everyone. I am a religious boy. But all of that changed when I entered university. So I thought so. Because when I entered university, I had the mindset that I was going to stay the same person I am. Religious person. But my father warned me before going to university. Beware of the bimbos there, the girls. They put eyes on you. I just ignored him. I just thought, what's wrong with this guy? Father, come on, father, just chill. I'm a religious guy. So I did go to university. I met a lot of new people. But within the 2 weeks, I was very bored. Kept on studying, doing research work, religious as usual, until I found a new roommate, an African guy with the name Xavier. See, Xavier is a very kind guy. He's muscular, masculine. But one thing I didn't like about him was that he liked to date girls who are not African. I didn't like that. So I thought to myself, if he can do it, why can't I do it as well? So I came out and I told to Xavier one day, Xavier, can we go for clubbing one day? And he looked at me, why not? Come on. So a lot of things were happening in my mind before the clubbing day. Like for instance, I was thinking, should I call up my dad and tell my dad I'm going for clubbing? Papa, I'm going clubbing with my friend. Papa, is it okay? Or I was thinking, should I go to the club wearing formal, with the blazer, or maybe a Superman t-shirt which I just bought recently? So I chose the latter, the Superman shirt with the blazer. Because I thought that people in club are always very formal. They drink a sip of coffee, and they like to watch the girls dance, That's what I thought life in clubbing was. And so I did went for clubbing that one night. But when I entered, I was quickly engulfed by the smoke there. People were strangely smoking some long stick with fire at the end. I was standing there for one moment and I thought the whole place was going to go on fire. Oh my God, my hands were trembling in that moment. Then I told to my friend, could you please get me a glass of pure water? So he went, Xavier went, and he came back with water. But he said black in color. Black in color water? No, maybe he added some black coloring into it. So I took the glass. Drank it. Nice. Second glass. Even better. Third glass. The next thing I know, Xavier's head was not counted as one. I saw 8 heads in the same time. I started counting stars. I was moving here and there. And it was like a natural movement. I thought I was actually dancing. But it turns out I was actually on the same place, it's just that I kept on swaying. So as time went on, Xavier became even more worried. And at last he approached me and asked whether I was really drunk. Then I told him this. Xavier, I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that I'm drunk. Okay? I'm not drunk because I'm standing still and I'm holding a glass of vodka. I'm not drunk. So Xavier turns around and he tells, you're drunk. But things it soon turned out very ugly because I ran out of money and I wanted even more of the black water. It tasted so good to the extent that when Xavier was trying to hit on a girl, a particular girl with a drink, I sneaked up behind Xavier without him looking, I snatched his drink and drank it. And when Xavier was trying to hit on this girl, he just realized that his drink went missing like that. It became so obvious that I was actually drunk. But I didn't want to acknowledge the fact that I was drunk. No, I'm not drunk yet. I'm just a bit dizzy. That's all. Then what happened? I got so excited that one of my favorite songs was being played on the stereo. So I got so excited that I decided to strip off my jacket. One by one, the buttons came off. The next thing I knew, it all dropped. I was dancing to the music with some girls out there. And then suddenly from nowhere, like a pretty chick, just drag me. Come here. What are you wearing? She called the bouncer. I don't know why they call them bouncers. They don't bounce around. They just beat people on the head. They were so rough. I was so scared of them. And that guy asked me, man, Superman flies and he saves lives. But what does that spur? Well, Mr. Sperman flies, but he produces lives as well. What happened next really shocked me. He called up my father and my mother, and they all came and they all called me in the club. Yes, it was a very tragic end to the amazing morning. Sorry, amazing night. Actually, it was actually morning. It was only 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning already. Consider that's morning. So guys, I will not be elaborating more on the situation. But what I'm trying to say to all of you today, there has to be a reason why they voted me as the best role model for you all. To me, experience comes when they taste something different in life. Alright? Drink. Control.